Nailed it. No, he's Michael. What's Michael's name? All right, make some noise one more time. All right, sweet. I'm facing the right way. It sucks being blind as hell, man. Last week went pretty rough. Nobody cheered. I spent the whole time talking this way. Oh man, somebody's getting their ass kissed over there apparently. The last gentleman said the N-word on stage. It's kind of, I got a funny story about that, ironically enough, looking at me. I was doing a show in this little podunk town, and this guy walks up to me. I mean, first of all, when I walked in the place, they were like, "We're going to go and get you a beer since you're performing. What do you want to drink?" I was like, "I don't know, I guess I'll take a Yingling." And they said, "We don't have any of that fancy Huntsville beer." I said, "I'm going to walk to the gas station. I'll be right back. I'm going to get me some Yingling." I want the She said, "You want a Bud or a Bud Light?" I said, "I'll take a glass of ice water, hold the roaches, thank you." Anyhow, this guy walks up to me, obviously with a beer in his hand, white guy, surprisingly enough, but he goes, "You're a comic, right?" And I was like, "Well, yeah, every once in a while they tell me when I'm not being an asshole that I'm pretty funny." But they said, "How do you get away with saying the N-word on stage?" I'm like, oh, that's easy. You fucking don't. You don't do that. And he's like, no, man, don't get me wrong. I mean, how do you make a joke about a noose and then say the N-word? How fast can you run? I mean, you can probably do it once, I mean. Is the car running now? I mean. Anyhow, Jesus Christ, that guy. $15 whole, I guess a little racism was worth it. Being visually impaired, I don't get to watch much TV and stuff like that, but I do listen to a lot of podcasts, and a lot of them here lately have been sponsored by that Manscaped. Y'all heard of that one? The personal groomers, you know, the shave your nuts, all that good stuff. But I listened to one, and they were like, "Hey, next time you're in the shower, make sure to check yourself," because, you know, last month was No Shave November. It was also Testicular Cancer Awareness. Not a lot of people know that. That was last month. So, I was about to get in the shower anyway, so the first week of November I had a doctor's appointment to find out what that lump was. And I felt kind of bad for my doctor because, you know, surprise, I'm diabetic. So the only reason I ever go to this guy was just for my insulin script, right? So I go to him, and he's expecting me to go just shoot the shit with him and say something stupid and just leave or whatever. So I get in there, and he's like, "What seems to be the problem?" So I give him the whole podcast spiel again. So he just kind of blankly stares at me. He reaches behind himself, and he goes, grabs the glove off the wall, says, "All right, pull him down." I said, "Yeah, I guess it's not a good way to say, let me see your nuts." So I'm standing there in front of him, he's on the stool, and he's feeling around, so up here so far hearing me talk, you probably don't believe it, but I am a rather bashful person. So I'm trying to be decent, so I'm kind of shielding myself out of his way so I'm not having to stare down the barrel of my junk while he's feeling on my nuts, right? But do you see the problem with this so far? I'm holding my dick back with this hand. Kind of productive. It's like my dick was doing a reenactment of The Shining. Here's Willie. It was like you had a privacy fence in your backyard and there's one slat missing and the stupid little fat kid next door is pressing his face through it going, "Can I come play in y'all's yard?" Jesus Christ. I went to go get a scrotal ultrasound. He's like, "Yeah, there's something there." First of all, that's just fun to say, scrotal ultrasound. I don't care what you say. Scrotal ultrasound. Anyway, so I'm sitting in the lobby with my wife, and little girl comes and gets me, little blonde hair, blue eyed, early 20s, and so she says, I'm gonna take you back to the room and get you ready for the procedure. So the whole time I'm walking behind her, I'm like, don't be the one doing the procedure. Don't be the one doing the procedure. And we walk into the room and she goes, I'll be doing your procedure. Fucking course you are. So she says, go ahead and pull your pants down to your knees and lay down on this table and cover yourself up with a towel. Yes, ma'am. So she says, this lube I use is warm, so don't worry. I said, well, depending on how good at this you are, it's going to be warm and a little sticky. So I'm laying there and she's just giving me the business with this wand, right? And at one point, I guess my junk had like flopped over in the way or something, but she grabs a hold of my junk with this weird reverse pistol grip, first of all. I don't know how much extra I'm going to pay for this, but so far, I got my wallet. But anyhow, she grabs my junk and she moves it out of the way rather aggressively. I didn't get her number, but I thought about it. But the whole time I was thinking the same thing you were all thinking right now. Don't get hard. But I was proud of myself, you know. I've been married for 14 years and I'm used to rejection, but I did feel my heartbeat go through it a couple times. But I think I managed to maintain. I was doing pretty good. There's a lot of things that you guys get to see, take for granted that I don't get to enjoy. Probably Pornhub is the one that you guys get to take for granted. You guys can just look up Pornhub willy-nilly on your phones whenever you want to. Not me. I got to talk to my phone. You know how hard it was at Thanksgiving to get my nana to believe I gave a shit about her green bean casserole when I was saying Pornhub into the microphone? I'm out of the will now. I wanted half them damn knickknacks. I like porcelain cats. Fuck me, right? A buddy of mine was all like, you know, they make adult films for the blind that describe what's going on. And I was like Audio Snatch? Hell, why not? So I'm at the house by myself, so I get my reading glasses on, and I can kind of make out the blur on my phone. And I say, Pornhub. It brought that shit right up. I was proud of Google on that one. But I found the little microphone button and I hit it and I was like, descriptive porn. That guy's giggling. He's gonna do it later. It works. But I got it going on there and I click on a video and it starts off, it says, the scene begins. A large breast. Now, first of all, I don't know. Porn star, actress. They like to be called actresses, right? Not porn stars. Anyway, this whore is telling me what's going on. She says, the scene begins. A large-breasted Middle Eastern woman is fellatiing a man. Yep. I remember that. Now, first of all, I've been married for 14 years, like I said. She was doing that way longer than she was obligated to do. They've obviously just started dating. So that goes on for a while. Second scene. The woman is on all fours and the man is vigorously thrusting behind her. Well, all right. I vaguely remember getting to do that also. So that goes on for a while. Now, at this point, I've lost complete interest in what I started this venture for. You know, it started off erotic, and it wound up being like your aunt sitting on the other side of the couch reading a Penthouse forum to you. See, millennials, back when I was young, you had to buy books and read what was going on. They didn't have porn readily available on the internet, much less on your cell phones. Anyway. Now listen to the entire thing though, only to see if at the end of it it would say, Twattable hopes you enjoyed this presentation. Every time I tell that joke, I worry that not enough of you people listen to audiobooks, and I'm like, fuck it, I'm gonna do it anyway. Work this time, we gotta clap, I like it. But, you ever just randomly click on something? You giggle a lot. What porn do you randomly click on? Like, as soon as Pornhub pops up, you ever just clicked on something? No, you don't search, just pull up Pornhub and click on something. Don't ever fucking do that. Never. Ever do that. I have my glasses on, I kind of see like Blur A was trying to rest her head in Blur B's lap, but couldn't quite get comfortable. So I was like, why not? So I click on that, and sure enough, Blur A is treating Blur B like they're a pool floaty, and the air nozzle is in his no-no square. Once again, way longer than they were obligated to do. Second scene. Blur B is on their back with the camera like pointed up from their feet, and I can see Blur A is on top of them straddling them, man. And when I say giving them hell, I mean, I don't know how much they were getting paid, but it was worth it. So they're just really giving them the business. And so that's about time that Blur B says, "You like riding on this dick, baby?" And I was like, "You goddamn right they do. Give them hell for me, boy." And that's what happened. Blur A says, "God, I love when you stroke my cock while your dick's on my ass." That's the day that I found out everybody's a little bit gay. Yay! I feel like you've all learned a lot about me today. I'm fight this microphone stand for a minute apparently. I'm gonna fall apart. Nailed it. I got some stuff's getting blind as shit. I got some shirts back in the back for sale. I'm blind. You like this? The back of them apparently. You get both sides for the price of one. A high 4 t-shirt.